So, Elizabeth, what's on tap?
Well, we actually have some of the biggest advocates for the health care law. They're continuing to face more serious questioning. Like you said, Health and Human Services Secretary Kathleen urged some of the approximately 6 million people there without health insurance to sign up. So we'll see. Heather, back to you.
All right, Elizabeth Prann live for us in Washington this morning. Thank you.
Thanks.
With our recap. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Well, let's start closest to D.C. down here with the election results in Virginia. Terry McAuliffe is now the governor-elect. The former DNC chairman, Sarvis, received about 7% of the split vote. Now over in New Jersey, Republican Governor Chris Christie winning that gubernatorial race, Now exit polls showed Christie carried a majority of women, but was split among Hispanic voters. And last but certainly not least, New York was one of three. Bellagio is the first is the first Democrat to win this particular race since 1989. Now, looking ahead, we'll learn more about the nation's voting judgments and trends when we start to see next fall's midterm elections start to take shape.
All right.
Elizabeth, Brian, Steve, back to you.
By the way, let's just get this over with.
With Prann, live in Washington with some updates. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning. Well, let's start closest to you guys with the election results in the Big Apple. New York was one of three major cities electing mayors. Now, although all races are impactful, looking ahead, we'll learn more about the nation's voting trends when we start to see next fall's midterm elections take shape. Elizabeth, Steve, Brian, back to you guys.
All right, Elizabeth, we're talking about stuff so far in the...
Prann is live in Washington with the updates after last night. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning. You're right. Voters taking to the polls yesterday, electing candidates from Detroit to Virginia. But let's start in the nation's largest city, New York, with a platform. Now, governor's races in Virginia and New Jersey certainly highlighted Tuesday's off-year elections. But voters across the country were deciding other battles that certainly may have national implications. We'll see this time next year and in the election. Elizabeth, Steve, Brian, back to you guys.
All right, Elizabeth, thank you very much. I realized this morning, Terry McAuliffe